there were still many actions from this class that we already covered. Number one action was, don't be a miser, don't keep your wealth to yourself. And there has to be a balance. So we got an amazing financial advice that we can hold on to the rest of our lives from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is, don't be a miser, don't keep the wealth, then not give a single penny to everyone. So you have to strike a balance, keeping everything to yourself, and don't give everything away. So don't give everything away that you yourself become turned into poverty, and then you cannot provide for yourself and your family. So have a balance between keeping everything to yourself and not giving a single penny to anyone, or giving everything away and not even having a provision for yourself. So we need to have the right financial balance so that we continue to support and help others and also sustain ourselves and our families. Don't kill your children for fear of poverty. Abortion, giving and throwing away kids, just fearing because, if we have this child, then who will be, we won't be able to feed him, we won't be able to clothe him or provide education, and how we, provide for him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, don't worry, I am the provider. I provide for you and for your kid as well. So don't kill or throw away your child. And obviously, the practice of abortion and all of these concepts are being discussed and can be discussed in detail. Don't go near zina, adultery, it's immorality and an evil way. So whenever a man and a woman have this relationship, that is not part of their nikah, or they did not have nikah, or they are not married, and then this is called zina and adultery. This special physical relationship should not happen to fulfill their desires and lust. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't go even near it. And we discussed multiple cases and we discussed multiple elements, how we can stay away ourselves and not go near these things. And because certain things, certain pictures, certain videos, certain shameful thing or act can instill this desire in you, and certain thing, shaitan can put waswasa in your mind, this non-mahram female is just, or a non-mahram male is just my, a colleague or a friend, and I'm just talking and I'm just doing good thing and whatever, and it can lead to certain things. Don't go near it. This is what we have been told. It's immorality and an evil way. Don't kill anyone. So the importance and the respect for life is very important. And even the previous point of zina, what it does is that it takes away that respect for life, because you just had this physical lustful relationship with someone, you just got done with it, and it just takes away the respect for life for you. And then immediately after, there was an ayah that talked about killing someone, so it becomes easier to kill. In a society where zina is common, or people are having this immoral act and evil, going through this evil way, it becomes easier for them to kill as well, because for them the value of life goes down. So don't kill anyone except by right, meaning except if a person has been murdered, then the family of that murdered person has the right to decide punishment for the murder. They can ask to execute him, or they can ask for a compensation, or they can have mercy and leave him. But this has to be decided in court. No one is allowed to take matters in their own hand. It should be decided by a Sharia or Islamic court on what to do with this person. And obviously, because first this case need to be established that yes, a murder has happened and the person was innocent, and the murderer needs to be then held into account, and based on the decision of the family on what punishment to be given, the judge will order, and it will be executed by a law enforcing authority. So people are not allowed to take matters in their own hand. Don't come near wealth of orphans except with best intentions, because orphans are the weakest. Let's say somebody's parents die, then there are relatives, family who have a very strong responsibility. They're not allowed to eat the wealth and say, we are taking care of the children, and then they just take and treat them awfully. No, they should reach out to them in the best intentions. They should obviously spend whatever is needed in order to raise them. Once orphans become mature and they reach their a mature age, that's where their wealth should be given to them, whatever is left off after taking care of them. Then very important point of giving full measure. When you measure and weigh with a straight balance, it's not just related to groceries, it's not just related to balance. Of course, it means that everything that is being weighed should be in full, whatever it is committing, be it 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kgs, against which money is being taken. However, this can be broadly taken into all trade that is happening, any contracts that are happening, any manufacturing that is happening. Even if you have a contract as a job or a service that you're providing, you should fulfill it in full. So this has to be seen as a broader point, not just as a point of measurement. Of course, that is there, but there are broader implications also for people who are, whatever they're committing, be it a service or a commitment, we have to fulfill all our promises. So weighing in full is also a promise that you make to the other person. Verifying knowledge before spreading it, very important. So we should not just blindly forward stuff. We should avoid gossiping. We should avoid, because most of the time it also leads to backbiting. We should avoid all of this and confirm news. So these days on social media, it's so easy to forward without even verifying. Make sure you stop yourself before forwarding or before sharing any information and verify it, or any news, and verify it. And in terms of gossiping and all of these stuff, don't get involved in it. Finally, don't be insolent. This was the last point that we discussed today, meaning don't be rude or arrogant. An insolent person thinks highly of himself and he's walking on the earth as if, he's the tallest and, all of that. If we keep this in mind, that all goodness, khair, is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are answerable for everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided us, like the skills, wealth, power, position, money, property, anything that you have that can give this in your head, and shaitan can put this as, oh, you're something big, or you're great and everybody's insignificant versus you, then this is something that is not desired. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, we should be more humble and not insolent, meaning rude or arrogant. With everything that Allah SWT has given us, this becomes an even bigger responsibility on what we will do with these things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided us, versus a person who doesn't have anything. Let's say they have to be patient, but for a person who has a lot, he will be answerable for all the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them. So this marks the end of today's lesson. Any comments, any final words before we close? Okay, subhanallahi wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Purity belongs to Allah and all praise be to Him. Purity belongs to you, O Allah, and all praise be to you. I bear witness that there is none worthy of worship besides you, and I beg forgiveness from you, and I repent before you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers. Inshallah, we will meet same time next week.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah.